Hello, hello, hello. How are we all? Welcome to your next week of the Sunday refresh, Sunday fresh start, Sunday recalibration of 15 minutes with myself. So these 15 minutes are here just to reset your mind, give yourself 15 minutes of you time. And remember, that may be minimal in your busy life, but if you can, dedicate just 15 minutes. These sessions are all about mobility, a mental reset, and hitting a little bit of strength, maybe a little bit of cardio, and ultimately just here to be the best version of you. Because remember, when you have moved, we are all better. So, as a lot of you are aware, my name's Natalie Bangle. I am a personal trainer, female health coach, and I am here for the movement. I specialise in high rock specific and run specific work, but any movement is key. The biggest one is moving your body to be the best version of you. And whether that is yoga, whether that is a strength class, we are designed to move. So this is your reminder to get up today and move. And it's absolutely beautiful out there. This is my favourite season. So 15 minutes, all you need with this session is a mat and some weights. And as always, the sessions are completely adaptable and inclusive for everyone. So you don't need to be a specific fitness. You do not need to be at a certain level when it comes to fitness. Everything can always be adapted. So let's start on your mats, guys. We are going to start for a lot of this session on the top of your, not on the top of your mat, on the floor, on your mats today in the all fours tabletop position. And what we're going to start with is a cat-cow stretch. So we're going to drop the tummy, arch the back, and hold it there. From there, we're going to go for a pulling the tummy in, pulling the core up to your spine, and then again, drop back down, head comes up. And this is a nice back stretch. So from here, do it again. And again, drop down. Now from here, let's move to the downward dog. So most of you have done the downward dog now, but if you haven't, you're going to spread the weight through the palms of your hands, pushing your heels to the floor. The aim is to fold the body in half, and we're going to get chest to the thighs. And if you can't push the heels to the floor, you can bend the knees slightly if you are super, super stiff in the hamstrings. So the aim is to walk the chest up to the thighs. From here, we're going to hold it, breathe, take a little rest, bend the knees, and then we're going to push through that stretch again, trying to take the stretch a little bit further. So stay with this, heels down to the floor. Okay, drop the heels, bend the knees, and then walk it through to that cobra. So these are all back stretches from here. Now, option here, if you have got super restricted mobility in that back, you can drop it down fully, half cobra, and just try and bring the chest up as far as you can, keeping the knees on the floor. If you feel like that's not enough, hands on the floor, pull that chest up, arms straight. And then if still that's not enough, take your knees off the floor, scooping that chest through the arms. Breathe, hold it there. Breathe. And then from there, taking the knees as wide as the mat, bringing the hands down onto the floor, bringing your bum to your heels, toes together, child's pose, head to the floor. Breathe, hold it here. Now, from here, one more stretch. We're going to bring the hands, again, directly underneath your shoulders, knee through the arms. This is the pigeon pose. And then if that's enough, hold it there. But if you want to feel the deeper stretch, this is a glute stretch. Drop the chest to the mat and move on to your forearms. And you should feel that stretch nice and deep in that glute. This is one of my favorite stretches. Okay, and then 10 seconds, try and take that stretch a little bit deeper by pulling that chest to the floor. From here, back onto your hands, swap legs, take it back, bring the knee through the arms, pull the foot round slightly. And then again, this side for me is tighter. You may have a tighter side. Drop the chest to the floor. Now, if you've got tight hamstrings and back, you will most likely have tight glutes. Now, this is where we're going to move on to your weights. So we're going to hit a little bit more strength. So we're starting with mobility and stretch. Back onto your hands. Now, if you've got weights, move them to the top of your mats. You don't have to have weights here. You can also have food tins, or if you've got small, large weights. We're not going to do a massive amount of lifting, but we're going to use these for decline press-ups. So take yourself back into tabletop position, weights at the top of your mat. We're going to start with decline press-ups. So we're going to go for 2 specific moves. We're going to go for a decline press-up, which is hands slightly over your shoulder range, on your knees, hips, and shoulders all stay in line. We don't want to be too boxy. So we're going to drop the hips over the knees, and we're going to either stay on the knees for the chest to the floor through the weights, or we can challenge yourself a little bit more for a full press up, chest to the floor all the way down. Now that's your first move, 30 seconds. Your second move is a plank, either half plank on the knees, which I will be staying here, row. So elbow brush past your waist left and then right. Again, if you can and you want to challenge yourself, you can do this full position, but the aim is not to rotate. So we're keeping our pelvis fixed to the floor. So we've got 3 sets of these: chest to the floor, decline press ups, into plank row, left, plank row, right. Are we ready? 30 seconds on each move. I'm going to give you a child's pose stretch between each one, because it can activate the back and core, and that stretch will just nicely open up all those muscles if they start to tighten up through the move. So when you are ready, 3, 2, 1, chest to the floor, all the way up. And again, body lengthened. We don't want to be here and we don't want to be here. Remember, body should look like a plank if you're in full position. If you're on your knees, drop your chest to the floor, wrists nice and strong. And if you haven't got weights, you can just do exactly the same move without the weights for both of them. Okay, chest to the floor, push the floor away. 10 seconds. 5, 4, and take it to that child's pose. So with the child's pose, bum to heels, toes together, knees wide, lengthen the arms, hold it there. And then take it back to the plank row. So from here, hips over your knees, left row, back down, and right row, back down. And again, left row, breathe, and right row, halfway. And again, engage that core. Breathe, left row, breathe, and right row. Nice. Keep going. And again, 5, 4, back to child's pose. First set done, guys. Okay, so you know the 2 moves now. So I'll give you the option, if you feel like you can, go a little bit more deeper on the press up, even challenge yourself for a full as opposed to being on the knees. You know what you can manage. Second and third set now. So we're hitting the chest and we're hitting the core and the back with the plank row. So 2 big moves. They're the most, I think, underrated moves in the gym space. They are absolutely activating of all this area here. So if you want to work your abs, you get better at these moves, you will activate all that mid area. So from here, let's go. Second set, 3, 2, let's go. Chest to the floor, push the floor away. And again, chest to the floor, push the floor away. It's only 30 seconds, guys. So with your hands on the weights, this is going to give you that incline slightly, which is going to give your chest that decline, which will activate it that little bit more. Okay, if you're failing, drop to the knees, push the floor away. 5, 4, 3, last one, and take a rest. Back to the child's pose, stretch it out. You will be feeling like that back, chest, core should be getting a little bit more fatigue now. And to the plank row. Let's go. So drop the hips over your chest, left row, and again, right row, and again, left row, and again, right row. Second set is done after this one. And again. Ten seconds. 5, 4, take a rest. Whew. Back to the child's pose just to stretch it out. And move left and right if you need to. Left stretch. Walk it through to the right side. Oh, that's good. And take a little rest. Amazing. One more set. Are we ready? So we should be failing. Remember, failure is where you're made stronger, but you don't want to be struggling so much so you can't do the move. So you know what you can manage. If you need to drop to knees, we can drop to knees. If you can stay full, we can stay in full. So 3, last set, less than a minute now. 2, let's go. Bend and push. Remember, control, not as fast as we can. The aim is control. Press and push. You got it. And again. Nice. Press, squeeze, drive it up again. Whew. Ten seconds. And again. 5, 4, take a stretch. Amazing. Okay, plank row for the last one. Now, if you feel like you can, challenge yourself maybe for that plank row on full position. Left row, slowly come down, and right row. If you can and you're not rotating, stay full. If you feel like you're rotating too much, you're going to be using too much of the spine. We don't want the spine working. We want the core working. Left row, remember that's what we want to activate. And again, to protect the back. So if you're rotating too much, you're going to just put pressure, too much load on that spine. We don't want that. And again, left row, slowly come down, and right row. You got it. Nice. Last 30 seconds here. And again, left row, breathe and pull. And right row. You got it. And again, left row, and again, and right row. Nice. Breathe and push. Okay, you've got last 5 seconds. Keep going. And 3, 2, take a rest. Well done. Amazing. Okay, how are we all feeling? We should be feeling like our arms might be a bit noodle-like now. So we are going to move the heart rate up a little bit more just for the finish, and then you are stretching. You have done your 15 minutes pretty much. Let's move with getting the heart rate up, getting a little bit more breathless. If you're tracking your heart rate, you should see an increase. We're going to jump left. We're going to move 1, 2, 3 for 10 seconds, and then a jump right for 10 seconds. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 10 seconds here, and then a jump. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Last little push, go. And again, 1, 2, 1, 2. And again, go, go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Last little bit, 10 seconds, last one. And again, take a breath, catch your breath. Smashed it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's move in to a squat with a anchoring in the elbows to your knees, up, round, open that lower back up. Nice stretch. If you've got a wall behind you, use the wall to put your palm on the wall and then change sides. Same thing. You may feel a bit of clicking and clunking here. And take a little rest. So pushing the hands to the floor, slowly coming up into a forward fold, holding it there, driving it outside the foot left, Come all the way to the right. And slowly shoulder roll back and down. Amazing, guys. Your Sunday fresh start is done. I hope you have a positive start to your week, guys. And this is your reminder. Once you've moved, I promise you, you will always feel better. So if you are ever in doubt, go work out. Happy Sunday, guys.